Blue Lock. Now, I have been ignoring this manga for as long as I can remember, and if I knew that this manga was as good as it is like now, I wouldn't have done that and actually would have had read this long back. My whole YouTube page is built around Chainsaw Man, so I'll be reviewing Blue Lock as a Chainsaw Man enthusiast. So let's just get into it, alright? I read the entirety of Blue Lock from chapter 1 to chapter 149, which is the current chapter, I believe. I read this entire series. The series isn't completed, let me tell you first. I read the series within the span of 2 days, and I'll tell you my experience about it, right? So don't worry, there's not going to be a single spoiler in this video because I'm not going to spoil you. Instead, I'll try my best to hype you enough so that you go and read the manga yourself. Now, since I am a Chainsaw Man fan, I'm going to use this phrase a lot, I guess, in this video. Since I am a Chainsaw Man fan. Anyways, don't take this as a factual statement, because it's whatever I say in this video is just my complete opinion, right? Okay, let's get started. So Chainsaw Man ended back in December 13, 2020. I guess we all know that, and since then it's been a year, almost a year, and I haven't really read a lot of manga since then. So whenever I go to read a manga, I always have to force myself to read it, because ever since Chainsaw Man ended, the only mangas I have been following are One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, My Hero Academia, and Boruto. Yeah, that's it, I guess. And for me to have read Blue Lock, I had to actually force myself a bit. So what I thought is like, I'll just go ahead and read one chapter, and if I still feel, excited about it, then maybe I can go ahead and read a few more, and then few more, and then few more. But I did not know that this is gonna pull me in straight off the bat. Like, I read the first few chapters, like let's say 2 to 3 chapters, and I was hooked, because I read 105 chapters in a day because I was glued to my screen. I couldn't leave, I had to read it. And if I didn't need to sleep back then, I would have finished the entire Blue Lock manga in one day. I finished the entire manga in the 2-day span, Sunday, Saturday. And my first thoughts with the Blue Lock manga was, oh shit, this is exactly like Squid Games. Now, Squid Games, if you don't know, is a very popular Netflix series. I won't be getting into that, but basically the premise is that it's a chamber where you have a lot of people fighting for something only one can get, and the other, like in Blue Lock, 299 players are gonna get eliminated, and they're not gonna get what they want. In fact, in Blue Lock, they're never gonna get it ever again. They're gonna get disqualified and banned from national events of football. At least that's what they say. I'm not gonna spoil you with the major plot points, but this is just the premise. So it felt like it was basically Squid Games with a football. Yeah, that's what it felt like. But also keeping in mind, I have watched a lot of sports anime. I didn't really read a lot of sports manga, but I have seen a lot of sports anime, sports movies here and there. And Blue Lock, let me be honest with you, this shit is not just the most unique sports manga of all time, but it's the most unique sports fiction of all time. Not just in manga, but in all of fiction. This is one of the most unique take in sports, I would say, at least as far as what I know, right? And the main character, let's start with the main character, right? The main character is Isagi, if I'm pronouncing his name correct. So with Isagi, there were a few things that I really liked about his character, and a few things I didn't really, like about the writing of his character. The thing that I didn't like about his character was, we don't really know much about Isagi's past life before he came, before he started playing football, because it's always better to know what you're dealing with, the character you're gonna go the entire way through with. So at least with Denji in Chainsaw Man, we get to see what his life was like before he became a devil hunter, and we don't really get that with Isagi. It's not like it ruined my entire taste in Blue Lock, it didn't, but that was just one thing I didn't like out of the entire Blue Lock. That's just the one thing that I didn't like. But aside from that, the character writing for each and every single character is, oh my god, it's amazing. I'll tell you why, because every single character is basically rewritten every single match. Every single character goes through character development every single match, and every single match we see not just one character grow, we see not just two, not just three, but multiple character growths in the same span. As far as in Chainsaw Man, the character development is all over the place. It's like every arc you get a certain level of character development. In Blue Lock, the character development is fast paced. It's like every single match from 0 to 1, then 1 to 100. It's crazy. I'm not actually seriously comparing Chainsaw Man to Blue Lock, but I'm just giving you my opinions as a Chainsaw Man fan. And the one thing I really love about Chainsaw Man is its fast paced action, and that is exactly what we got in Blue Lock. Blue Lock has amazing pacing, because I remember reading Blue Lock and there was only one time that I felt like the pacing was kind of off, but in the entirety of it, the pacing was smooth as hell, and every single chapter was like, oh shit, actually went forward. We are not stuck in one single loop story like My Hero Academia or Black Clover or something like that. The story is actually moving forward, if you know what I mean. Not to say that I hate Emmett or Black Clover, I really don't. I really like them, but the story feels like it's proceeding forward and forward every single chapter. So other than that, when I finished the manga, I got the news that the author is currently unwell. His health is kind of bad right now. That's what I heard, at least. And it's been 3 weeks since he has taken a break. I mean, he can take an entire year break, if he wants to. I just want the quality of the writing, and I want what's best for the author himself, So that's kind of sad. I hope that he recovers fast and quick. Best wishes to him for that. And other than that, I feel like the Blue Lock anime is gonna come next year. It's already stated that it's gonna come next year. The trailer is also out for Blue Lock, which, let's talk about the trailer, right? The trailer looks good. The voice acting, yeah, I can get used to it, definitely. But the only concern I had was with the dribbling. Bachira, if I'm pronouncing his name correct. Bachira's dribbling in the anime, that kind of took me to a surprise, because it was good, but I don't know. We wouldn't know until we actually see the anime, which is going to come next year. So I'll keep my opinions to myself on that until the anime comes, and maybe we'll see how it goes there, because Blue Lock has the potential to surpass every single sports manga or anime which has come in the last decade or so. Still respect to past sports anime and manga. There was a reference of Kuroko no Basket in Blue Lock, which I highly that's a respect right there for the author, the creator. Like, if you're a Chainsaw Man fan that wants fast-paced action where people's life depend on every single chapter, and it's just intense thriller, I would say Blue Lock is the one, the manga that you should read if you're a very, very big Chainsaw Man fan. I feel like I didn't really have very high expectations of Blue Lock, but it really went over and beyond my expectations and even my imaginations. And with that, I don't want to drag this video too long. I just wanted to give off my opinion. And you know what? I will also add my top 3 characters till now. I mean, it's not really top 3, but some of my favorite characters are obviously Ichigiri, the fast red hair guy. Second is Nagi. I can already feel like lots of anime fans going crazy when Nagi gets animated, if Nagi gets animated in season 1, that is, which I think he will. At number 1 is Isagi. I previously said that I don't really like how the writing of Isagi was in the beginning. We didn't really get to see what kind of person he was before, but by the end of the arc which I read, like chapter 149, Isagi had become an actual egoist, and mad respect to him for what he did and what he said at the latest chapter. That really took me by surprise, and he deserves the top spot in my list. But other than that, I would like to know your opinion of Blue Lock, and if you have read it, who are your favorite characters? Let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.